New book is called Oil Change at Raths Garage, which is available, I believe, next month.
Yeah, and May 1st it's in stores.
So tell us a bit about it.
It's a book primarily about relationships, the fear of commitment, the need for power, the sacrifices that the family demands, and about how broken and damaged we can all be. But at the heart of the book is what I would consider a love story between two brothers, Matt, who's 16, and Ben, who's 11, the things they go through and how they stick together, how much they love each other.
What was a challenge, and maybe give us a highlight as well into the book?
Probably the biggest challenge is that it's a process. It's something that I never realized. It's a process in writing it. It's a process in getting a publisher. It's a process in marketing. And when I started writing, when I thought I'd finished writing, I hadn't finished writing. There's always different ways to improve it, different ways to go back at it. And one of the things that I got lucky on is that the Writers Guild of Alberta had a mentorship program going, and I got chosen. So I worked with an experienced writer, and she showed me things that I had kind of stumbled into but wasn't doing deliberately. So she showed me how to set up scenes, how to make every word count, how to make what the characters did, how to make sure that everything had a purpose. I was doing it for the most part, but some of the things I wasn't doing, so it was a real learning experience. So when I finished with her, I sent it out to publishers, and then when I got accepted by the publisher Thistledown Press, I worked with an editor with him, and he was fantastic. But it's the same thing. I learned a lot from him. So it's been an incredible process, incredible learning process, and hopefully when I do my next book, and I say when, I will start at a much higher degree because I've learned so much from the first one.
Tell us about how you initially got the idea behind this book.
It sounds maybe a little bit bizarre, but it came in a dream about two brothers, and they just stayed in my head, and so I started developing it. And actually, the dream that I had isn't part of the book, but the characters are.
You've been a part of Windspeaker magazine for how many years now?
Since about 2005.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
What brought you into journalism?
It was always something that I wanted to do, and when I moved to Northern Alberta about a decade or two before that, I ended up falling into a weekly newspaper there. We were looking for an editor. I came up north. I had a degree in English, something more than a lot of other people had. So I started working on the newspaper there, and it just snowballed, and I just really loved it. Author
Shari Narine joining CFWE this afternoon. The book is out next month. Where can folks grab a copy of it?
It'll be in all the local big box stores like Chapters. I'm actually doing my book launch at Audrey's downtown Edmonton on May 16th, 7 o'clock, and it'll also be available online.
You've been around the world. You've visited, 4 continents, you said something like that? Yes. Where's the coolest place you've been? They're all so different.
I think probably the coolest thing for me, and probably because my heritage, I'm East Indian, was going to India and going to the Taj Mahal. And I'd always looked at pictures of it as a kid in books, and it's incredible. It's more than what I expected. But I think the thing that I found most interesting about it was that up to the doors of the Taj Mahal, there's so much poverty and filth. And then you walk into this glistening white building, and it's just incredible. You got the book launch coming up. You touched on that. Tell us about what's in the works for you next. I'm hoping to do a little bit more with the fiction writing. I'm hoping to do some writers in residency. I've actually got one lined up for October in Saskatchewan. It's a 1-month grant that I received, just found out about. Nice. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be hitting libraries in northeastern Alberta on a tour near the mid to end of June. And so I'm just hoping to go forward a little bit more with this. Her new book is called Oil Change at Raths Garage, which is available next month. Author Shari Narine, I appreciate you stopping by. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much, Jeremy.